Previously on High Stakes Poker.
I'm just gonna bluff it off now.
Phil Hellmuth folded kings to James Board 7 high.
I don't have anything at all, buddy.
Good fold.
You got me.
Games are good.
John Andrus got saved by the river.
All in.
I call.
And Doug Polk made a play that you had to see to believe.
So I'm considering making a very big laydown here. What could you easily have? You just bet a lot into very, very little. I mean, I think I'm either dead or like you just have like a ton of equity against me. It's completely absurd. He has to get through him and then he has to get through me. And then, no, this is just a fold.
The money they're playing for is real. It's their own money. It's coming right out of their pocket.
Come on.
$300,000 in cash with a 4 high.
Now the pot is almost $550,000. And we're now looking at the biggest pot in the history of high stakes poker.
I'm all in. These ladies ain't ladies unless they're your ladies. Got their hands on a monster, and that's what it takes. If you got what it takes, and you can play high stakes.
The talk of the poker world is Doug Polk. Mind-blowing laydown to end last week's episode. Hi, everybody. AJ Benza along with Gabe Kaplan.
I knew when I saw 10-7, I knew 100% he was calling.
And the players are still going over that memorable
I just
hand.
knew he was calling at that point.
Knew he was calling?
Fold a straight. Yeah, I knew he was calling when I saw 10-7. Wow. I mean, I don't play Queen 10 early position ever, so I mean.
You had eights, right?
I had Queen 10. It was a good fold.
We're gonna sit on TV, right, Phil, in a minute.
I said Queen 10. I really did. It was the best laydown I've seen this year.
Board is not a believer.
The good news is for you, I mean, the bad news is for you, the good news is he didn't show, which means he probably does have Queen 10.
No, I told you I had
He's
Queen
showing
10.
ace-10.
Have you ever heard me lie?
No, I haven't.
I had Queen 10.
You have any quick?
The minute he showed 10-7, I said, all right, I get the auto double.
I mean, then you played
Because you would have you guys all would have snap called with 10-7. Everybody snap calls with 10-7 on the planet.
I didn't realize I was bluffing when I raised the flop. I was like, here we go, straight.
That was sick. I mean, I think I found the one guy that would fold 10-7.
Wasn't legitimized.
I mean, if he had 10-7, which he did, you played that hand ridiculous, right? You can't think he has 10-7.
Brandon, I win almost every session, sick amount. I always do crazy like that, and I always get called.
Yeah, you should have got
so
called.
bad.
You should have got called. You should
I
have
mean,
got.
if I just smooth call the 3 of clubs comes off.
I have a feeling that hand's going to be an episode. What do you think, Phil?
That was the best laydown. That was the best laydown I've seen in a year. You can't fold a straight there. And I will tell you right now,
Can I? I think I just
haven't even
did.
raised with Queen 10. I've been folding Queen 10 up early position for like 3 days.
Is there 1 in 100 chance you fold that hand in that situation?
Versus anyone other than Phil, or?
This exact situation.
I think I called because I think he plays a set that way.
I mean, you only have $5 grand in there, easy to walk away from.
I think he shoved too quick to have a set. He would have thought about it for a lot longer.
Nothing easy about that fold, in my opinion. Stack size is now presented by Poker King. Kenny and Steven above 200K. Hellmuth barely above 100,000. And if he can't capitalize on flop straight versus flop straight, could be a long night for Phil. I also felt like when you were like trying to like make up stuff you could have there, that it was just like, it was just desperate. It was like, oh my God, he's gonna fold. Like I could have like the blockers or like the. I'm like, Phil,
when he threw in the blockers. You're like, I've never seen Phil make a move with blockers in my life.
Yeah. Now he's got the blockers.
Wow, that's all.
By the way,
Your face did change when the blockers came out. You folded. You physically folded.
He said blockers, and I was like, I think my decision is made.
You know,
Getting the fuck out of here.
You're like, there's no way I'm folding, and then you hear him say blockers. You're like, check out.
By the way, I have to say, if that hand shows up and he had tens, and then he says blockers, and like I'm folding 10-7, you're gonna look like a genius. Absolutely.
what I had. I mean, it'll be out on the stream too in a few minutes.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. I know. I believe you.
That was an amazing laydown because I never played Queen 10, so I was like, well, you can't put me on Queen 10.
You never played Queen 10.
Wow.
No, I let you guys give me the money with the Queen 10. But
You never played Queen 10.
I'm not involved. You go look at the tape the last couple of days. It's just not a hand.
Phil's flopped a nice hand.
If you run
It's got a
that
pair
hand,
and a flush draw. And board bets 2,000. He's got a pair and an open-end straight draw. And Daniels calls. He's got an inside straight. Draw would make a straight with a 10.
What do you have left there, Bordy?
130.
And now Phil is thinking about doing something.
And about 700 back there.
Oh, really? Why is that?
I'm gonna raise 3,000.
He's going to raise to 5,000.
5,000 total.
I know, I've got such a good hand, it's scary.
Little mini Phil Hellmuth raise. Board doesn't like his hand,
never
but
felt this
Daniel says,
excited
my
over
hand is
fold
fine. Give me that
Probably my
10.
most exciting fold.
Might have been the best fold of your life.
You know what's
I don't
amazing
think so.
about
I
it?
don't think that's
As long as it's not the 10 of spades.
Another spade for Phil.
I mean, it's a great.
Okay, Phil's got his flush. And he checked.
Yeah.
Sure, it was painful, but
Well, I was just coming to terms with it. Like I was like, peace. Like if he shows up with the ace,
Daniels bet 7,100.
like, well, he got me.
Then you have to listen to him for an hour.
Phil insta calls.
I supremely.
Daniels would win with another spade.
It's like that's my day, and your day is like aces, sets. Like this guy's got boom, banging up on the river. Got the
No.
aces.
14,000.
Now look at this. Phil, who checked on the turn, is coming out betting 14,000. And if you've been watching how Phil Hellmuth has been playing, this kind of screams, hey, I have a straight, I have two pair, maybe I have a small flush. I want you to call.
I never burn anything logo, but then logo.
Daniels, who seems to have a lot of poker savvy,
This is the only.
is thinking about the situation.
It's so amazing.
Yeah, they're so soft. It's
Of course, he's got king high, he can't call. But he can raise, and it looks like he's pulling the trigger.
Raising to 57,000.
7,000 total.
I'm going to say this right now, AJ.
Go ahead.
I am going to be supremely disappointed if Phil Hellmuth goes out here. And he might go out, but I'm going to be disappointed. He's seen Daniels make moves like this. He knows he's capable.
How much more? 43?
Yes. 45. Oh, 43, correct. 57 total.
And you're going to be disappointed too, aren't you,
Sure,
AJ?
I like to see the drama and the intrigue unfold, of course.
Now, he stepped out of his comfort position, and he raised with Queen 10 offsuit, trying to throw people off a little bit, and he got the perfect flop, and he still could not get any action.
He's got some here.
Well, if he throws the best hand away, Phil Hellmuth would be devastated.
Oh, man. What the
He might not even berate Daniels. He might just get up and leave. I don't know a player at the table right now
What the do you have?
who wouldn't possibly make this move against Phil the way he's been playing, especially a player like Daniels.
What do you have there, Houston?
Has the eagle landed? Or are you still in the air?
What the can I beat? I guess I can beat 5, 6 of spades. Man, I keep thinking I'm going to fold this. He's going to show me a bluff and I'm going to quit. That's what I keep thinking. Well, how can he be bluffing?
Okay.
Clock.
Who asked for clock? Who asked for clock? He asked for clock? The player?
Correct.
I'm gonna give Phil 2 minutes.
You say 2 minutes?
Daniels asked for a clock.
Would you prefer it if he gave me 1 minute?
It's been like 5 already.
Oh,
Why not?
okay.
Well, I thought it was 1 minute. I thought the clock is 1 minute, but
2 minutes now?
for some reason the floorman said I'm going to give Phil 2 minutes.
Daniels ain't happy.
I never heard of 2 minutes. I don't know why. Maybe the floor man feels sorry that he couldn't get paid off with the nut straight.
I don't think you say clock if you're bluffing.
1 minute left.
I think Daniel's realized that. That's why he called the clock. Daniels is an amateur, plays like a professional. And this become like a Super Bowl party now. People are sitting on the couch, you know, texting, talking.
It's got to be under 15 seconds now.
I call.
You got it.
Oh.
Good boy, Phil.
Wow.
Yeah, that one right to the wire.
I thought he had 7-10 of spades.
I tried.
Good bet.
Very good bet.
I had a king spade.
Why you're the greatest. There's no argument. You're
Just I could just see the future. You're gonna fold. He's gonna show you bluff, and you're gonna quit.
Phil, you are the freaking greatest.
You almost got watched to fold. It's like how good it was.
But damn it, why couldn't you have it? Now we have to hear
Well, a couple of high-stakes regulars come lot to catch them up on.
Right now it's 2-4.
Looks like Rick parachuted in tonight with the airborne division.
Whatever you guys want to do.
There's nothing wrong.
You want to
with
scare
2-4
him?
now. If Rick requests it.
Go down on the stage and yell, "Choppers!"
Rick replaces Doug Polk.
And as soon as he sits down, he requests that they up the stakes, and looks like everybody's agreed.
Are you good with 4-8?
10%. Yeah. The time we got 40, I got 10%.
You want 50?
No, I just want 10.
You can have 10.
Wait, what's going on? What am I missing?
We're playing 4-8. Is that all right?
Well, of course.
You just have to give me
You
1
want
second.
a piece of Phil?
Sure.
Okay, that's what I like to hear. Then I don't need to take my 40. How much you want? You want all 40 of it?
Well, it's the three of us taking pieces of them?
Yeah.
That's a little weird. I don't know.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, let's all do 10 each, yeah.
No,
15 each.
he's got more.
He wants to sell 50 to play double of 6.
Oh.
That's fine. I mean,
I'll take 10, it's fine.
all right,
Or whatever.
so
I
got
don't
30.
care.
I care. I'd rather you have the 10, man.
We're kicking it up, so just tell them we need 1 second.
Yeah, they're kicking it up. You're not kicking it up, Phil.
Well, let's just both take 20.
All right, we both got 20.
Okay.
You're brave. All right.
You want a piece of Phil, AJ?
White magic.
Not this go around.
Did you see him the nut
saying, I
straight
missed
versus the
it.
second nut straight and win
like a
$7,000?
Played like a genius. So is the game 2-4-8 or just 4-8?
Just for it, right?
I think next hand
What's
is
this?
4-8.
Oh, okay. So where are we at now?
I don't know. This isn't it this hand? Whatever. I don't know.
Next hand. We'll do it next hand. Oh, you straddled?
No.
Because these are
Oh, you're the
blinds.
big blind. Okay, so we're starting this hand. Then you go 4.
Yeah, so it should be 4-8.
And hold on 1 second. I just want to, Tom, I just want to tell you what I have. 180, 180.
189.5.
I think it's 189.5.
Sure, works for me.
Okay.
All right, so you got 20, I got 20, he got 10. All right.
Okay, I'm playing 189,500 behind.
Behind?
Well, so ship me the chips whenever you want.
Wait, you want to?
Oh,
You're playing this stack or you're playing deep?
No, I'll play
playing
this
that
stack.
stack.
I'll play this
Yeah,
stack.
you
Sorry.
play- you get
I'll play this stack.
All right, I'm calling the clock. Let's get the game started.
Really?
That changes a
Yeah,
lot.
the button's just gonna come to me next hand. He's just coming in.
We're just doing 4-8. No,
Yeah, for it. Yeah.
That sounds great. What'd you start out with?
100.
100. Yeah, but Rick, it came Jack 8-9. I had Queen 10. The guy folded a 10-7 on the flop. I've never seen a hand like that.
No idea. 5,000, now it's all in, 95,000.
I've never seen a guy fold a straight on an 8-9 Jack before. Rick, it was the best laydown I've seen in 5 years.
Andrus 3 bets to 11,000,400.
How does he know? I mean, I'm not going to win with the set.
Doug Polk.
It's actually ridiculous.
Rick, you
Dwan
were
calls.
less than a second.
Yep, of course you do.
Yep.
I
Andrew Swift's.
have a straight. He has a higher straight.
Both guys make straights with a 9. Dwan is thinking, would a guy with an overpair check here?
Tom bet 17,000.
Andrus calls.
Queen of clubs on the turn.
Club flush on board. Don't think it's going to worry Dwan. The queen might worry Dwan. What am I talking about? This is Tom Dwan. Ah, I was right.
Yeah,
it did worry him.
That's right. 3 on the river.
Rick, you've just been
He's
in
high.
isolation. What have you been doing?
He's high?
Yeah.
All right. That's what I like to hear.
Why do you think Dwan didn't bet?
Dwan was smelling a trap that wasn't there.
Before play began, we asked Tom Dwan about advice he gives up-and-comers.
One piece of advice I give when people ask me is that catching your mistakes, I think, is the most important thing in gaming. You're going to make mistakes, but whether, and especially for poker, I think this is generally true for sports betting and stuff too. You know, when people are making mistakes and they catch it, they can adjust, they can find different games, play better, this kind of stuff. And if they ignore it, then they can just repeat the same mistake for a long time.
What do you think of that advice, Gabe?
Well, I'll tell you, buddy. Why, only last night I asked my wife, I said, why don't you embrace your mistakes? And she hugged me.
Yeah, let's watch the games tomorrow together.
As vaudeville.
I love it. Bordy raises to 3,200 with king of tens.
King of tens was still in vaudeville. Why, I had king of tens last week. Was the best meal I ever had.
32? Yeah. Are sports books staying in normal limits?
Yeah.
Just have to
Rick and Dwan come along. Great flop for Tom Dwan. Got the top kicker.
Bordy bet 10,000. Tom raises to 35,000.
All in.
And board goes all in immediately. He had 70K left. Looking at the hands.
How many times? Whatever you want.
Dwan's 54%.
Twice. Okay.
And they've agreed to run it twice.
The old Tom Donald would scoop both these.
You trying to jinx me, saying that's not going to happen this
No.
time?
He's a very big favourite.
What am I, 55%?
A little bit more, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I don't have a heart.
I had a heart.
Get up.
7.
How did you know?
Twice from here?
That wasn't trying to reverse jinx right there. You're trying to back it in.
How does he know?
Ace for Dwan.
I'm dead.
Okay, first round, Tom Dwan.
Let me sweat the... I think Triton did that. Let people sweat on the TV sometimes. How do you do it?
Now it's good.
We have a draw.
Yep.
No hearts.
Do you like to run it twice in big hands?
Sure, me? Yeah. No stopping me. 2, 3, 4, whatever you want.
Yeah, just the extra 3 for no reason.
I mean, I don't have a heart. That's all the worst part. But Rick gave me some confidence.
Feels so much better, right? Just knowing one heart's dead, you're like, oh, okay, all right.
What a chance.
An unlikely result. Tom Dwan doesn't win both. It had all the makings of a Tom Dwan scoop,
There's one of them.
but James Board eked out a chop.
How do you do it?
Now it's good.
I think New Zealand it quite well too, right?
God, yeah, they just don't let anybody in.
But I mean, they had a few, and
no
they were able to. Right, but they had a few, and they were able to stop
well,
it.
what was it? So one of these rare ounces.
New Zealand, I think they might.
New Zealand is where, yeah.
They're doing it well for sure.
New Zealand,
If you wanted to move
Taiwan,
somewhere, it would have been New
Hong
Zealand.
Kong,
It's so hard being on the opposite side of the United States. I mean, 17 hours to get anywhere to either to California or freaking Florida. That's tough. It's too much.
Florida is between Florida and Louisiana. It's a small little section.
It's a little slip, yeah.
And you got to be concerned about the freaking Florida freaking alligators.
Brandon Stephen is raised to 2,400 with his King 4 suited.
He's never been to freaking Florida.
No. Get a nice color.
And Kenny's going to call with 10-7, the Doug Polk hand. From now on, 10-7 might be known as Doug Polk.
Doug Polk. All right. Ace 5-4 on the flop. Diamonds out there for Dwan.
And a pair of fives. Steven has got fours.
He bet 5,000. Dwan's going to raise to 18,000.
And Brandon says, let me see a card. Give me a king or 4.
Two pair for Dwan.
In addition to the flush draw.
And he bets 33,000.
Brandon looks like he's thinking about something.
You got the 200 back? That's good. Thank you. Thank you.
And it's not about his fours being good.
He raises to 87,000.
Dwan has got 2 pair and the flush draw. But it really looks like, from how Brandon has been playing, that Brandon could have aces up, could have flopped a set of 4s. This move is a different side of Brandon. I would assume that Dwan would just call. I don't know what he's thinking about. If I was in this hand, I would be convinced that Brandon has a hand that beats me right now.
Right.
If Tom Dwan just calls, he has 140,000 left.
A lot of people see this and wonder, what is Tom Dwan thinking about?
I'm not sure, but I would guess he's thinking about, if a nothing card like the 10 of spades comes off on the river, am I going to call Brandon if he puts me all in? And if the answer is yes, I might as well go all in now. Because even though it's unlikely from how Brandon's been playing so far, he might have a draw. He might have ace queen of clubs, made the flush draw on the turn. I don't think anybody's putting Brandon on a bluff.
I'm all in.
You guys are impossible to bluff. It's amazing. Nice job.
I didn't know what the hell to do.
Ugh.
Huge hand. But...
You had 2 pair and a flush draw and you forever there?
I mean, I was thinking of calling, thinking of shoving. I didn't know what the hell to
Call,
do.
you get it all in the river.
I didn't know what the hell to do. Sorry, man. I didn't mean to take a lot. I was just confused.
God, what a turn. Nice job.
Lucky turn for me.
My timing has been phenomenal on my bluffs this week. I had 4. So I was live. King or 4.
If I knew you had that, I would have called.
And nice hand. God, what a turn for you.
Yeah, lucky turn.
2 pair on the turn made it a little easier for Tom Dwan.
Come on.
You guys are impossible to bluff. It's amazing. Nice job.
Welcome back to Las Vegas for more high-stakes poker.
I thought like the best poker players in the world could make billions of dollars. And I said that out loud a lot. And then all of a sudden we had a bunch of guys that did have a huge net worth. And full tilt poker owners.
They run a very good business.
Unfortunately,
not a good example. Not a good example.
They ran it up.
Yeah, they run a great business.
They ran it up.
Of course they made money.
There was
They had a
another
great
there was
strategy.
So did Madoff.
Ponzi schemes generally make money.
Only your
Those of you who are joining us, the blinds are 4 and 800.
Ponzi schemes that people don't
Rick
get paid
Solomon
back. It wasn't a Ponzi scheme. But
They didn't
has the
pay
button.
That. The government did.
John Andrus, the small blind. Kenny, the big blind. And Phil Hellmuth is first to act with his ace-jack. Bordy's got ace-queen offsuit. Raises to 2,600.
Appreciate the money. It's just like back at the beginning of the game when I'd limp with queens. Tell you I'm limping with queens and you'd raise for me. Thank you.
Rick's going to play. Brandon Kenny's got a pair of nines. He's in. And Phil's just going to call here. And we're going to go 4 away to the flop. King 7-10.
Hellmuth and Board have inside straight draws. Rick's missed, and Bryn Kinney still has the best hand with the nines, but not anymore.
There you go.
Jimmy Board has made the nuts. And Phil Hellmuth decides to bet.
You bet 7,000.
I'm saying your face is red. The way they should probably change subject.
Thinking maybe nobody has a king. Maybe I have the best hand right now.
they could have handled that one a little better.
Bordy calls.
After Black Friday, they really.
Bordy calls. He just calls. He's got the nuts,
Before some bad ones
AJ.
were
He
made, but
just
after-
calls.
Just calls, yeah.
It's like an all-time punt.
3 on the river.
Phil's finished betting.
9,000.
Hey!
I don't know what I'm talking about. That's part of his investor's stack.
Right,
That's
right.
not the other half.
Once, right? I mean, it has to happen at least once.
You would have had me that time if I didn't hit the 2 pair. I mean, I guess I would probably call on full river.
Bordy raises to 33,000.
He made a face first. Did you see
Yeah,
the face he made?
yes, he looked a little uncertain
Flush
or
draw, though.
You're not calling.
Yeah,
a
flush.
little agita maybe.
Price down. Flush.
So brutal. This one guy plays every hand.
Phil is saying, is he trying to bluff me too? Is everybody trying to bluff me?
Player by far against.
I'm a recreational player. You want me in the game?
Now he knows I have it. What do you have? Ace queen?
Yes. This is a hero call. It's not like he had the flush in the other hand.
Yeah.
This is just a hero call. He's got investors.
How much is it? 33?
Why don't you wear a Sun Life patch?
3 guys at the table have taken a piece of him. He doesn't want Board to turn over a bluff here.
I'll wear Sun
He would
Life
really
patch.
be
Give me
embarrassed.
free smoothies. You got me.
You can't get a smoothie at the Aria.
When they put in the Sun Life in
We
Vegas,
put that in the Michelin dining guide.
Smoothie at the
That's
Aria.
good.
Yeah.
That's it. Before people leave Switzerland to
Right.
come to Vegas, they want to know if they can get a smoothie at the Aria. That look that Board just gave Phil Hellmuth is a, I want you to call look.
Sure.
I just can't fold this, I guess.
There you go.
Wow.
Guy.
Phil is not going to show his hand.
James Board. Bluff
He's
the money.
representing that he's got a bigger hand
Guy
than he
puts
really
some money
has.
in with 3 outs
No,
every
whose
hand
money I
against
did get? Rick's and Tom's. Hey!
Board is relishing
Sorry.
Wow.
getting some money from Brandon, Rick, and Tom.
I mean, I love playing against you. I want you every day. But Jesus.
I suck. I can't help it. I flat called on the turn. I was scared of the flush draw.
Just need to see the blank on the river to feel comfortable.
All right, Bordy. I'm going to get you for 100 in one pot now. Not even going to try. It's just going to happen. You deserve to lose after all those weird beats you put on me.
It has been far from smooth sailing for Phil Hellmuth. An uncharacteristic call sends a big pot James Board's way.
Well, you get a good poker game. We can't even get Tom to come down for the day.
I mean, Board, all I got to just tell I just got to keep telling myself I got you another 20 or 30 years.
You do?
Got you another 20 or 30.
You
All
do.
that goofy stuff where I limp in with jacks and you raise it with 9-7. All that goofy stuff is just going to show up in my bank account.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. 9-7 or so, it is right now.
Rick Solomon is putting his mask on and the $3,200 straddle.
Straddle.
Oh, yeah. You were there.
He's like, he's probably got a full house, but I don't care.
No, I was thinking.
Brandon Steven raises to 10,000 with his Jack 10 of clubs.
I hit a flush, man. I was just thinking, can I raise this? Is that dumb? And I decided it was dumb.
Daniels calls with his big slick. Dwan's in.
I'm on board too.
You know Rick is.
There's got to be a verb for board tilting you. What is it like? I've been boarded or something.
I've been board-sided.
That's good.
I played great all night, and I got
Seven
boarded
king
3
deuce
times.
on the flop.
No, you could.
Why'd you say that?
And here's the real hand.
You need to talk for me.
Just calls
I
again.
mean, I could fold that hand for 33. It's you. You keep thinking you can bluff me. I just keep calling you and calling you. And the deck saves you.
It did.
I guess
I pick
Juan's
off
thinking
another
about
bluff and
calling
the deck saves you.
with his 7.
But I told you, you're going to be drawing dead soon.
Call.
Very ambitious call. Flush draw out there, a king. Lone 7, he's calling 17,000.
That's why.
Check.
Yeah, he makes 2 pair, but Brandon Steven, he's got double gutters for a straight, a flush draw, and queen of clubs for a straight flush.
All I had was a jack.
Like your look on the turn.
Pretty good call.
And Daniel still has the ace king.
I just had it.
No, I had ace jack suited. I knew you didn't have anything on the flop, so when the jack came,
You're a winner.
the last 30 times I played you, you raised when you had the nuts. The not raise got you.
How do you get there then? Got a better hand on the flop.
Yeah, you had me the whole way.
If he bets the flop, I win a bit.
Brandon is just thinking about how much to bet. He's got 127,000 left. Maybe one of these 2 guys is slow playing a hand like Juan is, and they could put them all in.
Sure. Yeah. But the only good news is against you when I win some pots. It's going to go very quickly this
I agree.
That's a fact.
And he plays it
I can
safe
tell you
and
the
checks.
probability of you losing your hand is quite high.
Jack on the river.
It's not that high. I mean, I don't play any hands. I'm playing this % of the range. You play this % of the range. That's why I get tilted when I can't beat these guys.
There's going to be no more checking from Mr. Juan.
The last time I played with Rick, he played this % of the range. I played this, and he beat me every pot. But I already knew. I mean, I know it's coming. It's a matter of time. But now he's like playing this %. You're the guy who's playing all the hands.
That's because he picks on me.
Juan bets 43,000.
James jams all the time.
Brandon is thinking, Juan has shown no strength at all in this hand. Is this a bluff? Is Jack's the best hand?
Oh, I should have been able
And by calling,
James.
can I get Daniels out if he possibly has a better hand, maybe a weak king?
I think I'll beat you for 70 or 80.
If he doesn't call, I think Daniels will.
Tonight I got hours. We got hours to go. Right?
Brandon folds. And Daniels calls.
Call it.
Tom. What's that?
Thank you.
43. Nice. God, he's
right
a wizard
at
with
the
the 9-7. The 9-7, he's got it.
You might sleep well tonight, but you don't want to talk about 9-7.
No more
anymore.
9-7s.
Yeah.
I could do. I'm calling if he doesn't. If he's not behind me, I call. I'm in
Yeah.
the
8-10. Some forgot. But they got that.
Nice hand. Damn it, you like the 9-7.
I don't know if I would have called it, but you guys were all talking about 9-7. And then, what am I going to do? I'm not going to fold.
So do we get a share then? Do we get profit share?
Another hand, another two pair. Charmed life for Tom Dwan. Nothing quite like the Las Vegas Strip. Few more hands for Phil Hellmuth to have his game catch up to his table talk.
You've got so much expansion opportunity.
Oh, it's unreal. We don't have a consumable market like the U.S. consumes goods. Europe doesn't consume goods like U.S. does. Nobody does.
Dwan 3-bets to 7,500 with his 6-5 of diamonds.
Call.
Solomon calls with the 8-6 of clubs.
These are the kind of hands both these guys like.
And it gets like a little tiny scratch on it, you're like,
That's it.
And the ace-jack
Another
goes
one.
out.
right?
Flop comes 3 baby spades.
Nobody's got a spade. Dwan's got a pair, an inside straight draw. Rick's got a double gutter, but neither one has a spade.
Jack of clubs on a turn.
Changes nothing.
Break in your stack box. You're like, how did I have it stacked before? It was perfect.
Rick, that's 13,000.
Coming kind of down. I'm like,
Dwan is not the right guy to try and take a pot from at this point.
Dwan calls. Hey, another 5 for Dwan.
Check.
And another check. And another bet from Rick.
25,000 from Rick.
Will Dwan raise? What do you think?
I hope so. I like to see chips fly, you know.
I got a 5.
Call.
Nothing's flying now. Rick told a fairly convincing story at the wrong time.
Call me.
I know. I had nothing. I'm adding on 200.
Of course, Rick Solomon misses and Tom Dwan makes trips. It's just that kind of session. Every hand seems to end the same way. Pots headed in Tom Dwan's direction.
I think you'll live.
Tomorrow's NFL, baby. I love the NFL.
You think it's a sport that can last?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, there were a lot of questions about that in 2014, right?
Oh, sorry.
8 minutes 16, 32.
You raised 3,200.
No, I think Americans are going to really get involved in cricket.
It's a thing where the NFL definitely is.
Raised
Blockbusters.
10,000 total.
Well, there was a huge sport that didn't make it. I mean, it was one of the biggest sports in history.
What?
Gladiators.
It's back.
They just decided, all right, we're going to stop killing.
No, you know what killed the Gladiators?
What's that?
When they got free agency.
I mean, it stopped, right? So, I mean, I don't know.
I don't think the Romans decided that.
And then they got the designated lion.
No good.
That was it.
That felt,
I don't think
yeah.
so either, but I'm just making a point.
No, but I think if
2 flush draws on the flop.
injuries and legal claims, how do you support?
Dwan and Rick,
There's not that many of them.
Daniels bets 12,500.
man with absolutely nothing, bets, and the 2 flush draws are coming up right now. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, it makes ridiculous money.
Call.
Call from Dwan, a call from Rick. There's a jack for Daniels.
At the right time. Step it out on the flop with nothing. Now he's made the best hand.
And he's going to bet 33,000.
That's a nice size bet. Tom's going to call, and I think that's going to bring Rick.
Call. Call.
You are correct.
Nice pot.
Another club on the river.
There's a club that Rick...
Check.
This is Mr. Dwan's season.
What's new? What's new? How is Tom Dwan treating you? You bet 75,000.
Call.
Insta call from Rick. Daniels is overthinking this.
Hard to believe you both have a flush. Rick has 2 pair.
He's saying, can these guys both go crazy at the same time? Is Jack's the best hand? Wow, if Dwan would have checked, Rick would have bet, and Daniels would have probably called him. He might call now.
I don't know why I'm even thinking about this.
This is a hero call. This is not just a hero call.
No, it's a double hero.
It's a double hero call.
Get it close. I don't know why I'm thinking about it. I don't know why.
6-9 probably. Set of jacks? Is there 1 jack?
2 flushes bring in a pot worth over $320,000.
And a retired gladiator. Say, I used to be in the arena.
And the biggest lifetime winner at high stakes poker just keeps making flushes and straights and 2 pairs and trips like it's nothing.
Put you in the pot. I just half pot. No reason why.
Phil Hellmuth said it. It's just Tom Dwan's night. A look at the stack sizes presented by Poker King. 3 players over $700,000, including, obviously, Tom Dwan. Next time on High Stakes Poker, it's Max Payne for either James Board or John Andrus.
All right, Tom, who wins the first board?
That's what I was going to ask you, Tom. Who wins the first board?
Phil Hellmuth continues ranting.
I make a living destroying people that play that fast, but I haven't caught either one of you yet. What is going on here?
It is bet.